2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's always fun to look around and see fans singing our Star-Spangled Banner. Get in the spirit. Should be a good one tonight. Don't go away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome, basketball fans. It's the Los Angeles Lakers matched up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, for the Clippers, this team has talked about setting a positive tone for the new year, playing up to their capabilities, and of course, racking up some wins out of the gate. We'll see if starting out at home gives them some fuel for the fire. And lots of anticipation. Shaq,
there were some VIMs this offseason. Oh, you like that? Okay, I understand. And you got to understand, that kind of shift, that right there can shift the balance of power.
Wow. Last year, the Eastern and Western Conference was balanced out. Well, we'll see if the trend reverses this year.
And that'll take it right up to tip as we go courtside.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots, and things of that nature always ranked above that." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question. I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
And now the Lakers starting group, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Avery Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5 spot. And for the Clippers, Morris is out there with Harrell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Pass to Leonard. Fade away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit. Maybe lost concentration, too.
Outside, Green. And Davis throws it down hard.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now here's Leonard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name in the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency. A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Lets it go from 11. LeBron grabs the miss.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
McGee shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And the first one at the line is good. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Here's LeBron. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. James finds McGee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harold.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here is Davis. Just 5 on the clock.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. More is grinding on the shooter there.
To the inside. Leonard. And the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. It's on JaVale McGee.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence. And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. George, that's a 2-pointer. And again, no good by the Clippers.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers' history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
Now here is Davis after LeBron James's miss. And James throws it down.
I'll tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to Leonard. Back to Beverly. McGee with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And finished off. By LeBron.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
James against Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
That one is off. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
And he sinks the second.
And, you know, when you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron is still going strong.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. All right, Clark, game is on the line. One free throw to make to win a big game. Who is up there for you?
I'd go with your colleague and mine.
Oh, yeah.
But since he's no longer in uniform today, I will go with Steph Curry and Malcolm Brogdon.
Great names. Jackson with it. Pass to Williams. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Now here's LeBron. 5 points in the game. Makes it off the glass. LeBron's got 7 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. And it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not what. Wasting possession.
Here's George following the bucket by the Lakers. And there's the pass to Zubac. Back to George. Clock at 6. Shoots. Rebounded by Howard.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a switch here. Patterson's checked in. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for LeBron. Here's Williams. That one drops for him.
Sliding his way inside, Kevin. Williams taking advantage of that late reaction by the defense.
Caruso kicks to Kuzma. Can't connect from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. That shot is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play the Lakers.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
Guys, they split the season series, and there's always randomness to this game. The unpredictability of it. You win some, you lose some, but they certainly want to impose their talent level tonight.
Here's Williams. Caruso grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 5. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Howard trying to free himself up. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Now here's Williams. Defense is right there. No good on that one. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Kuzma. And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers on top. They lead by 7. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. You see a lot of players who pick up a controller and fire up NBA 2K, thank goodness, including the king himself, LeBron James.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups on the court that I see could actually help us in real life, which is very weird.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
So for the Lakers right now, Caldwell Pope out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Howard. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the 2. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Lou Williams won 6th Man of the Year for the 3rd time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Patterson can't get it to go.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Rondo. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Here's Caruso, guarded by Jackson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. A different look for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Williams against Green. Williams kicks to Patterson. A 3-pointer off the mark. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injury.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Beverley. It's Morris atop the key. There's the dish to Leonard. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Leonard on the wing, wide open look, but he stays with it. Rebound the Lakers.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the Clippers call time here. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Williams. Now, here is Morris. Back to Williams. From deep three-point range, and James pulls it down. James has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bradley passes to Davis. The shot, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
You know, Greg, the Celtics are encouraging their players to take mental health just as seriously as their physical health. Marcus Morris brave enough to say that helped him a lot.
I mean, the Morris twins growing up in the hard streets of Philly, I mean, a lot to overcome, but by getting some help, that's exactly what Marcus is doing.
Clippers trailed by 11. Williams for 3. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Leonard against James. They kick it out to Green. James finds Davis. Over Beverly, and Davis puts it in. Davis has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny. Shots at the rim.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively, be a little more committed to that end of the floor, really working to get better there. But ball handling, passing, scoring, rebounding, those were things that I did pretty well.
Jared Dudley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Lakers leading by 11. Kuzma outside. Back to Cook. The feed to Morris. Sinks that one from the post. Morris has got his first basket. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. Leonard on the wing. Outside Williams. This one for three. They get it again. Harrell off with the layup.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Here's Beverly, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the Lakers get called for the foul. The Clippers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Paul George, he's checked in for Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Williams. Yep, that one goes.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
George with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. They swipe it. Oh, Morris in position. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Zubac is checked in for Patrick Beverly.
Zubac.
There's 25 seconds left here in the second. And Morris has got the ball here for the Lakers. Here's Caruso. He has 6. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzma's got 5 now.
Boy, Kuzma superb at finding space along the perimeter and shooting the ball with confidence, and he's got great range, too.
The Clippers have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. First one falls for him. And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard hits them both.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this lead will continue to grow.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Well, they struggle in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. And James throws it down.
And you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
Here's Beverley. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Well, you know, last season, perhaps the most disappointing of LeBron James's career. I mean, he hadn't missed the playoffs since 2005, and amazingly, this is the one that gets me, had not missed the finals since 2010.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And after shutting it down early, this was the longest offseason of LeBron's career.
Yeah, and a chance for him, guys, perhaps to recover from years of deep playoff runs. I know he wouldn't want it that way, but he'll take advantage of the fact that he didn't have to wear his body out as much as he has in the past. And criticized and counted out, you knew he'd be motivated to come back strong.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stop.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's George, following the basket by JaVale McGee. George with the bounce pass. Outside Bradley. James with it. Leonard picks him up. James dishes to Davis, and Davis throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Beverley, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Leonard. Great D that time from LeBron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
That's his first personal foul.
And the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Clark, the level of nuance in the footwork that keeps evolving every few years. Talk about the changes that you have seen from the time you've played to the exquisite footwork we see now.
Well, you know, some of my peers would say that these guys are being allowed to walk and have it talked about as good footwork. So you work with Reggie and other guys, and I hear them all the time saying guys are getting away with carrying the ball and so forth. But the footwork is pretty good. I mean, when you think about it, the step-back three-point shot, the ability to make plays off the dribble, all attributed to footwork. I think it's just an evolution of the game. As players see more and more of excellent work on the court, they're able to emulate it a lot sooner and a lot better.
And the Lakers with possession here. The Clippers getting the bucket. Here's McGee. He feeds it to Davis. A second chance effort. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere. And, you know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
And here's Rondo after Lou Williams was able to get the three to go. Here's Howard, and he gets the whistle. Two free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in for Leonard. The Clippers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. And the first one drops.
And as long as Reggie Jackson is healthy, he's going to give you some punch as a lead guard. Solid scoring option and a guy who's also unselfish in terms of getting his teammates involved.
Rondo against Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And for the last half decade, Reggie Jackson has been good for about 15 points a game.
And that is about the consistency you can expect from Jackson. He's always been a talent. The key for him is just staying on the floor.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. And it's sent back by Howard.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his third basket of the night right there. Lakers leading by 21. Rondo drives in. Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Howard. That one falls. Howard's got 5 points so far.
There's an example of that strength that Dwight Howard possesses. I love seeing him fight through contact.
Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Here's Jackson, and it's sent back by Howard. Lobbed up there for Howard, up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Rondo against Jackson. 1:56 left in the third quarter of the game.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Howard draws the double. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And the rejection by Zubac. Jackson against Rondo. Rondo with the steal. Fast break, the Lakers. The wide open look here for Kuzma. Kept alive. The Clippers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Oh, that's blocked.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
For three, Caldwell Pope drills the three-pointer.
I think Caldwell Pope has done a nice job developing into a legit deep ball threat.
The Clippers shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Right side Jackson, and it's sent back by Howard. Rondo against Williams. Kuzma. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 9 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. No one covering.
Lost the defender there, Kevin, or at least got him off balance, and that's just as good as losing it. Terrific handle.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his. Defense, quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Bradley in at the point guard position.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Clark, the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And not a night.
Talk about bringing it. Boy, he seems ageless at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences time and time again. Remarkable.
And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And it's Shamet missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Patrick Beverly comes in for Jackson. Davis tries again. The shot misses, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Now the pass to Shamet. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Shamet's got his first points of the night.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Here's McGee. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. And it's Shamet missing. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Lakers. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. LeBron passes to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. They'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz. And then on Sunday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now here's James. He's tightly guarded. An even 3-on-3 break. And here's Beverly. A 3-ball. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Magruder, covered by LeBron, and the rejection by LeBron. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Loads it up for Davis. It's stolen by Green. To the paint. Here's Noah, and he drops. In the layup off the glass.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's James. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Pass to Shamet. He gets that one. Shamet's got 6 points in the quarter.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell Pope. And that's 11 points for Kyle Kuzma. Mark, we've had sponsors on the uniforms for a couple of seasons now. Do you think everyone's grown used to seeing them?
Yeah, I think it's a normal part of the landscape, and it will take a little more time. I've noticed them myself as I've watched games. We're certainly a far cry from looking like NASCAR drivers, which I think is a good thing. You want them to be done visibly, but not overdone.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Here's Magruder. Drills it from outside. Magruder's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Cook, the pass to Kuzma. Fades and shoots. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And it's Magruder in the corner. Here's Noah. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Trying to get open is Kuzma. And that one, good.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
1:32 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say
mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight, Greg. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the player.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Cook. That three off the mark. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Noah with the block. And they're able to recover. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here is Cook. So it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Anthony, an impressive win, and it seemed like a collective effort out there tonight.
Guys come in and stepped up and played tremendously, you know, so I just go out there and play, you know, with all my energy and everything I had in me and leave it out on the floor, and I'm glad we got the win.
Hey, Anthony, thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you, man.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
When it come my dread, but I got some beautiful hair. I am just searching for something that's real, cause they really know what they say. I gotta smile, but honestly